Viewers, in this video we'll see payback period when the cash flow is varying. That is, in our previous video we saw the payback period when the cash flow is constant. But in this video we'll see if the cash flow varies, what we have to do. Okay. Yes, let's see the format to calculate this annual cash inflow, and this format already we saw in our previous video, the same thing. Okay, once again I'll explain. Sales and any savings is there, that we have to write it here, and with that we have to subtract the additional cost incurred and we'll get the profit before depreciation and taxation. Okay, and first we have to subtract the depreciation. Okay, and then we'll arrive the profit, that is profit before taxation and after depreciation. Okay, with that we have to calculate the taxation and we have to subtract that, and again we have to add the depreciation again, because depreciation is a non-cash flow item. So we'll add this depreciation. We'll get annual cash inflows. Okay, if it is given in the problem, that is annual cash inflow is directly given in the problem, we can just take that. Otherwise we have to find using this format. Okay, and sometimes this format will start with this profit before depreciation and tax. Okay, if sales and costs were given, that we have to do it here. Otherwise we can start with this profit itself. Okay, now we'll see one problem. JJ Limited has to choose one of the following mutually exclusive projects. The cost of each project is rupees 15,000. Okay, the cost of each project is 15,000. Both projects have to be depreciated on straight line basis. Okay, depreciation is calculated on straight line basis. The tax rate is 50%. Use payback method as its criterion. Okay, a 5-year period was given, and for project X and for project Y, the profit before tax and after depreciation was given. Okay, and this profit is after depreciation. Now we have to calculate the tax, and then we can calculate the annual cash inflow. Okay, let's see how to do this problem. Okay, yes, first I have written this profit before tax and after depreciation for project X. Okay, we'll do one by one. Okay, first I have written 4,200 for the first year and 4,500 for the second year, 4,000 for third year and 5,000 for fourth year and 10,000 for fifth year. Okay, now we have to calculate taxation. Okay, tax rate is 50%. So in this profit we have to calculate the 50%. So 50% of this profit is first year 2,100, second year 2,250, and for this 4,000 it is 2,000, and fourth year 2,500, and fifth year it's 5,000. Okay, and now we have to subtract this. Yes, we'll get profit after tax and depreciation, and again we have to add back this depreciation, since the depreciation is a non-cash flow item. Okay, we have to add back the depreciation, and for calculating this depreciation we have the project cost, that is 15,000, and depreciation is to be calculated on straight line basis. No, so the number of years is 5 years. Okay, so 15,000 divided by 5 will get 3,000 is the depreciation. So we can add this 3,000 for our cash inflows. Okay, so we'll get 5,100 for the first year, and second year 5,250, and third year 5,000, fourth year 5,500, and fifth year is 8,000. Okay, this is the cash inflows. Okay, using this cash inflows we have to find the cumulative cash inflow. Okay, because this cash flow varies from year to year. No, so for this type of problem we have to calculate the payback period by calculating the cumulative cash inflow. Okay, if the cash inflows are equal, we can just apply the formula, that is investment divided by the annual cash inflow. Okay, that is the formula if the cash flows are constant. But in this problem the cash flows varies. Okay, you see, for first year it's 5,100, and second year it's 5,250, and third year 5,000, fourth year 5,500, and for the fifth year it's 8,000. So we have to calculate cumulative of this. Okay, yes, we'll see how to calculate this. I have written the cash inflows here and here. Now we'll calculate the cumulative cash inflow. See, for the first year, I have written the same thing. That is 5100 and 5100 here. Okay. And for the second year, I have to add this 5100 with this 5250. That is the cumulative of second year. Okay. 5100 plus 5250 will get 10,350. And for the third year, 10,350 plus this 5,000. Okay, will get 15,350. And fourth year, 15,350 plus this 5,100 will get 20,850. Okay, and 20,850 plus this 8,000 will get 28,850. Okay, that is the cumulative for fifth year. Okay, I hope now you can calculate this cumulative cash inflows, right? And now we can calculate the payback period. We'll see how to do. Yes, investment is 15,000. That is for both the projects, the cash outlay, that is the investment is 15,000. And we have to check with this cumulative when it crosses 15,000. See, this 15,000 lies in between this second year and third year, right? Second year cumulative is 10,350 and the third year's cumulative is 15,350. So, at any point in between the second and third year, this 15,000 will come, right? So, we have to start with second year. So, 2 years plus we have to find the proportionate years. Okay, for that we have to take this investment minus the cumulative of second year divided by the cash inflow of third year. Okay, the cash inflow of third year is 5,000. See, okay, this payback period lies in between this 2 years, that is second and third year. Okay, so we have to take 2 years plus we have to write the investment minus the cumulative cash inflow of second year and divided by the cash inflow of third year. Okay, so that we can find out the proportionate years. So we'll get 0.93 here. So if we add this, we'll get 2.93 years. Okay, this is the payback period of this project X. Okay, and now we will calculate the payback period of project Y. The same way we have to do it here. Yes, I have written the profit before tax and after depreciation. 4,200, 4,800, 7,000, 8,000 and 2,000. See, I have written it here. And now we have to calculate the taxation in this. It is 50%. So 50% of 4,200, 4,800, 7,000, 8,000 and 2,000. Okay, we'll get. And we have to subtract this. We'll get profit after tax and depreciation. Okay. And with this we have to add the depreciation. Okay. The depreciation is same thing here too because the initial cost is 15,000. Okay, that is the cost of the project and 5 years is the life of the project. No, so 15,000 divided by 5 will get 3,000, the same amount as we do it for project X. Okay, so now we have to add this. We'll get the annual cash inflow. Yes, it is 5,100, 5,400, 6,500, 7,000 and 4,000. I have written it here. Okay. And now we have to calculate the cumulative cash inflow. First year we have to write this 5,100 and second year 5,100 plus 5,400. Okay, we'll get 10,500 and with this 10,500 we have to add this for 6,500. We'll get 17,000 and with this 17,000 we have to add this 7,000. We'll get 24,000 and with this 24 we have to add this 4,000. We'll get 28,000. Okay, this is the cumulative cash inflow. And now we have to check where it lies. Okay, this 15,000 is the cost of the investment. We have to check where it lies. Okay, this too lies in between second year and third year. Okay, so first we have to write 2 years plus the investment, that is 15,000 minus the cumulative cash inflow of the second year because it starts from second year, right? So 10,500 divided by the inflow of third year, that is 6,500. Yes. See, 15,000 minus cumulative cash inflow of the second year divided by cash inflow of the third year, 6,500. Okay, we got 0.69. Okay, if we add it, we'll get 2.69 years. Okay, project Y gets 2.69 years to get back the initial investment, that is 15,000. That is the payback period of project Y. Okay, now we have to select which project is to be preferred. Okay, for that we have to decide using this payback periods. Okay, see, for project X it's 2.93 years and for project Y it is 2.69 years. Obviously we will select the project Y because it gives the shorter payback. Okay, yes, I hope now you can able to calculate this payback period for different project, right? And I have given you a small problem for you to practice. Okay, the similar kind of problem I have given you. Just work out this problem and comment the answer. I'll check your answer. Thank you for your patient listening.